is not a new area. There has been much of literature on the solar photovoltaic since the last 40 years. Like everything has been standardized. There are three coefficients in solar cell, especially alpha, beta, gamma. I call it. Okay, the thermal coefficient of voltage, thermal coefficient of current, thermal coefficient of power. Gamma is the thermal coefficient of power. If I reduce the temperature by 1 degree, how much is the power loss or the power gain? What the manufacturers give is the standard. I'll just cast a typical data sheet. I'll just show what they mention, and then you'll be able to understand. Yes. So this is a typical Trina make module. The module manufacturer estimate the performance at STC. STC is 25 degrees centigrade, and then NOCT is cell temperature at 1000 watt per meter square radiation, irradiance. If the irradiance, like here it is mentioned, 1000 watt per meter square, at this wattage or this radiation, how much will be the cell temperature? It will be close to 44. In some modules you will find 45, in some modules you will find 46 also. This is the normal operating cell temperature. What I was telling you was thermal coefficient of power, voltage and current. But if I increase my temperature from 25 degrees centigrade to 26 degrees centigrade, this will be the additional thermal loss of my module. Like if I have a module of maybe this is 238 watt or 242 watt, 0.4% will be the power which will drop due to 1 degree extra temperature over 25 degree. So that is the ambient temperature. That is the lab temperature, 25 degree. So at 25 degree and 1000 watt per meter square radiation, the inner cell temperature will be 44. These are the conditions. This is how we can improve, or like we can calculate how much is the thermal loss in my module. If I have an ambient temperature of 40 degree, so which is like 15 degree over and above the 25 degree rated temperature, so automatically my I think 15 चौक 60 हो गया ना, 6 degrees 6% will be lost. This 6% of my like if I have 300 watt modules, then I think 18 watt or something will be lost in the excess thermal excess temperature, due to excess temperature. So this is how we compute this thermal loss for PV. In PV cells, the simulation is done on variable factors, and then they come up with a number that overall full year में आपका 8, 9, 10% क्या thermal loss होगा cyclic जो